Hey, what's up, y'all? Hit the thumbs up, support the channel, man. Appreciate it. But I want to start this video off by breaking down the definition of myth, because people was under the idea that Mikey Garcia had this tremendous boxing IQ. Sugar Ray Leonard, everybody, George Foreman, this Mayweather, everybody was talking about Mikey. Everybody in the media, people on social media, everybody was talking about Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, ring IQ. Ring IQ. Mikey Garcia is a genius in the ring. They even said he was a genius in the ring, but that was a myth. Let me just break down the definition of a myth. A tradition, a traditional story, especially one concerning the early history of a person or explaining some natural or social phenomenon, typically involving supernatural beings or events. That's almost breaking down. Okay, a widely held but false belief or idea. That's basically what it is. A widely held but false belief or idea. Now, I'm going to get into the topic at hand. Terrence Crawford. Now, Terrence Crawford is another genius. He's another genius, and he's another person with this terribly high boxing IQ that Errol Spence is not going to be able to deal with. That's another myth. They're on the same level. Oh shit. I hate, sorry about that. They're on the same level. And I believe Errol Spence boxing IQ maybe equal or better. I don't believe Errol Spence is this genius or anything like that either. But I believe his size and his physicality gonna be too much for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford. When Terrence Crawford fought against um when he fought against that guy Bevel, not Bevel. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something. Terrence Crawford. I should have got all this stuff together. Terrence Crawford is not going. Terrence Crawford is not. He's not going to be to his IQ is not going to be able. His IQ is not going to have anything to do when he fight against Errol Spence. His IQ is not going to even come into play. What's going to come into play is him being too making too many mistakes, not being able to keep Errol Spence out of punching range, and him trying to exchange inside of the punching range and getting hit by a bigger man to understand the things that he's doing. What Crawford gets when he fighting against Jeff Horn, mostly when he was getting Jeff Horn with distance deception, with him putting his head out front, and then every time a slow Jeff Horn tried to recover, would trying to strike him, he would transfer his weight back to his lead, his back foot, and counter him with a hook, with a sweeping right hook. Dude, that sound like something a genius. That don't sound like a genius. That's just a basic boxing move that he was doing over and over and over again, because he was dealing with a slow person that didn't understand what he was doing. With Gamboa. Gamboa got these little arms. He just Gamboa kept on he just break Gamboa shoot his little teeny T-Rex arms out there with the same old rhythm over and over again. Terrence Crawford will shoot a straight shot break his rhythm, just go straight through it, break his rhythm. Nothing, gets in with the long ass 73, 74-inch reach arms, and was catching Gamboa. It's not no genius shit that Terrence Crawford that he's doing. It just that we got this small head, this who is a genius, maybe an evil genius, is Bob Erm in his in the matching up. His matchmaker is the genius. Terrence Crawford matchmaker is the genius. That's not a myth. His matchmaker was the same person that was matching Mikey Garcia up. That was had Mikey Garcia looking like a fucking genius until he got into the ring with the same person. Errol Spence gonna have to bust these two myths that Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence is not a fucking genius. He gonna have to do Errol Spence the same way, but he gonna have to knock Errol Spence. He gonna have to knock Terrence Crawford the fuck out. He gonna have to knock Terrence Crawford the fuck out. He should have knocked out He should have knocked out Mikey Garcia. This is a myth. He does simple things. You should have seen. I don't want to show the footage. You should have seen him against Benavidez. Benavidez fucked up as shot up leg. Nigga got bucked down in the knee. He didn't even supposed to be in that ring. He was able to control him with the distance, with his range. He was able to control Terrence Crawford with the range until his leg came out. And as soon as his leg came out, Terrence Crawford caught him with a shot. He's not a genius. He does simple moves against inferior competition. Terrence Crawford does inferior. He does simple, basic boxing moves against inferior competition. And now all of a sudden he's a genius. He's an excellent boxer. Don't want to take nothing away from him. He's an excellent boxer. But when he faces somebody that knows every little thing, you think he gonna be able to get Errol Spence with distance manipulation? Errol Spence does the same thing. That's all Errol Spence is going to do is use his range. He's rangier, he's taller, he's rangier, and he know what to do to offset that. He can slip in and out with his head movement, his changing levels, and moving his head over. It would stop. It would offset that changing that little trick, and he'll get caught with if he try that shit with somebody with Errol Spence Olympic pedigree. It's a myth, man. Y'all should know better than that, man. He will get beat up, but I admire his courage for wanting to take the fight. And he fought so many lesser oppositions. He drank his own Kool-Aid. He believed he could beat everybody, but it's Bob Erm matchmaking. And had Mikey Garcia was on the same fucking high, knocking out inferior competition. But as soon as he fought Errol Spence, he found out none of that stupid shit worked. And it's going to be the same thing with Terrence Crawford. None of the shit is going to work. None of the shit is going to work. And y'all be like, damn. He's bullying him in there. He's bullying him around in there. And none of all this shit that worked on Gamboa and Benavidez and all these Jeff Horn, all this shit is not going to work. Hit that thumbs up, support the channel, man, if you want to know about boxing. This is a boxing channel.